I just saw this thing too. The chick who was married to I forgot what it was, but now she's complaining. The chick that was married to the dude from the Playboy Mansion, what's his name?
Hefner.
Hefner.
Oh yeah, I feel like I just saw something about that too.
Yeah,
Crystal Hefner, right?
Yeah, like
she said she was brainwashed. Yeah, here you go. This is from this is from TMZ. A widow says she was brainwashed. Dude, now I bet Hugh Hefner had the training manual to end all training manuals, dog.
Yeah, it was probably all in a sip. It was all in a glass.
He was boys with Cosby.
Course, man.
She married him in 2017. She just put out a book, and the title says "Only Say Good Things: Surviving Playboy and Finding Myself." She has regret and disgust, and she suggests that
she can't close her eyes without seeing those old balls, man. She sits there and just sees them dangle right in front of her. She just keeps snapping out of it. Ugh.
So while Crystal did do that in the immediate aftermath of his passing, she's now singing a different tune, looking back at the relationship with regret and disgust. The New York Times put this out, and as for why she's flip-flopping, Crystal suggests that she was under a spell. No, she says at the time I must have been brainwashed or something.
I must have been brainwashed or something. Talk about a person not taking responsibility for the stupid ass fucking decisions that they make, which we know why you made that decision. We know why you made that decision, because he was fucking filthy rich. That's why you made that decision. And you're like, I must have been brainwashed or something. Yeah, brainwashed by the money, bunny. You're fucking bugging out. The fact that you were married to an 80 something. I mean, listen, man, I could still probably, if I wanted to, pull some youngins, but when I'm in my 80s, I'm pretty sure no one's fucking with me. Well, I mean, I know that if I got a hot, young bitch in my 80s, she with me for the money. You know, she's not with me because I'm a strapping old man.
Dude, and no, I'm already tired. And no problem. It's a transactional relation. There's no issue with that.
Yeah.
She's around to help you cook, clean, you know,
she found it disgusting.
Wipe your ass.
I'm telling you what's happening. She can't close her eyes now without remembering those old saggy balls and that saggy ass. And he probably had like a lot of orange spots on his chest and shit. It was all just like dry
leper spots.
It was like fucking.
So she says
with like a leather beanbag with a hole in it that lost some of the fucking. The shit that you put in the
She says, at the time, I must have been brainwashed or something, including claims about how he was strict about her appearance and weight, not to mention making sure she kept a curfew he'd set for her. Like, come on.
That's obviously your job. That is your job. What do you think he needs? He doesn't need a housewife. Your job is to look sexy for him, stay looking sexy for him. And it's not like that hard. How many years? Is he still alive? He's dead now, right?
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah, right? How many more years did he have? How long was she with him?
From like 2017 until he died, I think.
We're in 2024, so it wasn't that soon after.
Oh no, he died in 2017.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And when did they get married?
2012. So for 5 years. But they met in 08.
Listen, man, anybody else get a job that you get a full pension after 5 years?
And a big one, dude.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't feel bad for you. I must have been. No, you wasn't. You were blinded by the cash.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you were. You were sitting there thinking what most chicks in that position think is I fucked uglier dudes for nothing. Yeah, he's an old creepy old, leathery fucking just fucking folds.
See, that's the big difference between men and women, right? I wouldn't complain. Honestly, if I was embarrassed by somebody I had sex with, I would never talk about it, not put a book out about it.
Yeah, I know. She's putting a book out about it. That's how disgusted she feels about it.
Yeah.
No one's even talking about you.
No one was like, how was it fucking those old balls? She's like, oh my God, they started.
Nobody was even asking that question. I know it wasn't even a thought in my mind. I didn't even know who the fuck she was. You know who she was? Oh, yo, you know that dude, what's his name again?
Hugh Hefner?
That dude, Hugh Hefner, man. Yo, dude, he kept young bitches with him to the day he died, man. I mean, right before he died, he was married to some young bitch. That's the extent of who you are to me. I wouldn't know who you were if you didn't come out with the book.
You didn't even know his name.
I didn't even know his name. That goes to show you how much. I mean, I would have figured out his name if I thought hard about it. Would have popped in my head.
Yeah.
But like her, no one knew who you were. You could have just took your pension and rode off into the sunset. No one would have known who the hell you are. But no, you got to put out a book, and then the book is like, oh, I feel disgusting. You should, because you're writing about this shit. You are disgusting. You're right.
Trudging up all this shit from the past, woman.
Yeah, man. Here's the question: did you have to wipe his ass when he took shits toward the end?
Mm.
And were you woman enough to do it? Did you really earn that money? Or did you have one of the maids do it? I don't even think she wiped his ass. I bet he had a fucking doctor who did that shit for him.
No, you're right.
She's complaining.
Melissa Torres says she wants more money.
Yeah, that's the thing. She wants more money, and he can't give it to her.
Mm-hmm. Billions of dollars worth of brainwashing. Hunter Biden's hookers need to wait till he's in his 80s. Own Please in the house. What up?
Own Please.
Hell, the Sports Illustrated.
Yo, hold on. He said, he said, laughing my ass off. Playboy was the shit in the 80s and 90s. Salute to the grotto. I was more of a hustler's man, to be honest, man. Hustler was better, man. It was a little more filthy, you know.
Yeah.
Playboy was too fancy.
Cut of the Jib says, hell, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was too. 90% of those swimsuits were see-through. That used to be the shit back in the day, man.
Yeah, now it's just everything's so debaucherous, man. Own Please says his bottom bitch wiped his ass. I don't think so. I think that bitch made the doctor do it, the nurse.
Yeah, I mean, if you got that much money, I mean, come on.
But I'm saying, so what did you do? You know, you had to fucking, I mean, really, in reality, he didn't do any of the work. I'm pretty sure she had to do most of the work. She had to get on top most of the time. You know, it's not, listen, it lasted 5 years because if you would have been better in bed, you would have killed him sooner. That's fucked up. I'm terrible. Look, I'm terrible. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, this is, and Themor, thanks for bringing this back up, says to search the founder of Bitcoin's name, you cannot use the translator. You have to ask meaning of Nakamoto, meaning of Satoshi. Hey, let's try that real quick. Let me go over here. We'll do a little live Googling, I guess. Go ahead.
Was doing their research on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you're meaning of Nakamoto. One who lives in the middle. Okay. And Satoshi, clever, meaning of Satoshi. Satoshi. Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to fucking find this shit. You know, because it's just gonna be Bitcoin bullshit. If you can find something, cut it or Themor, send that shit to me.
The cut of the jib says, I think one of his girlfriends who was on that reality show with him said that he couldn't get hard. They said they would just rub him and simulate, if I remember correctly. Well, yeah, man. I mean, put some work in. I don't give a fuck if he's flappy. Flap it. I'm not dead yet.
Was it simulate or stimulate?
Stimulate.
What's a simulate?
It says simulate, but I think he meant stimulate. I'm not gonna, we type fast.
No, I mean it could be simulating the sex.
Oh, yeah.
Simulated sex.
Yeah, it could be. But I mean, yeah, why not? I'm still here. I haven't died yet. Get to flapping. Little flap, 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 flap. I'm sitting there watching TV. Yes, flap, 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 flap. Just keep flapping it, bang it.
That's the loose skin.
The loose skin. Flapping it. Whatever, man. She didn't have that hard of a job, man.
No.
There's people doing worse. Get the hell out of here with that. I don't feel sorry for you at all, man. And you're writing a book about it.
I know, dude.
That's like these fucking royals. What's the two royal people that all they want to do is be left alone, and they keep putting out shit.
Meghan Markle, and
no one
Prince
gives
Harry.
a fuck about y'all. You want to be left alone? Here's what you do. Shut up. Nobody cares what you're doing.
We're leaving the family because of what they did to us.
These
are people that oppressed you and the entire globe for
First
a long time.
First of all, they didn't oppress you at all. You got in. You was in.
Me?
Not you.
Oh, them.
Her. She was in.
Yeah. They didn't like me because I'm black.
Yeah. No shit,
They're the
Sherlock.
British royal family. Do you know what they did to the continent of Africa?
You fucking dummy.
They conquered a whole continent.
Yeah, but that chick right there is an idiot, man. We're supposed to feel bad about you because you
She looks good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's like I was watching this thing with who's that? Who's the Muslim porno star Khalifa?
Mia Khalifa with the Japanese chick.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the
no.
Jewish chick.
Nah, I don't. I
You
never.
didn't see
I
that
never,
video?
No, I never watched her. I just know that who she is from TikTok and all that. That
No.
she's a porn star. That I think stopped doing it now, or something like that.
There she is.
Yeah, I know what she looks like. But she was doing a podcast or something, and she was saying how she was talking to somebody about business that had nothing to do with porn. You know what I'm saying? And that while she was talking, a dude and his chick comes up to her and he goes, "Oh my God, you're Mia Khalifa, right? That's her name,
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa. Could I get a picture?" And she goes, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little rude. Right. And she goes, "No, I'm in the middle of you. I was just in the middle of talking to someone. No."
Right.
And then his girlfriend grabbed his arm and said, "Come on, baby. I told you it wasn't her. She doesn't have enough cum on her face." And then she said she was so embarrassed.
Embarrassed? I mean, it's a rude thing to say. It's a dick thing to say.
It is. Everybody in that situation was dicks because, coming up to somebody in the middle of a conversation asking for a picture is a dick. But that is a fan. Me personally, I don't know if I would have been a dick about it, but I guess it depends on how many times it happens. I guess you can get aggravated about that. But at the same time, what did you expect? That's what you're known for.
Yep.
And I was so embarrassed in front of this person. You don't think that person knew what you did? Do you think it's a secret? I mean, you go on TikTok and everything else and you expose all this shit. There's nothing in secret.
Right.
So it's like, what did you expect? People don't believe in consequences, man.